SexyHackers.com.
Sexy Hackers Clothing presents a podcast where anything can happen, so long as it's written down in a book. Warning! Do not read this book straight through from beginning to end. These pages contain many different adventures you can have on your trip in a balloon. From time to time, as you read along, you will be asked to make a choice. Your choice may lead to success or disaster. The adventures you take as a result of your choice. You are responsible because you choose. After you make your choice, follow the instructions to see what happens to you next. Remember, you cannot go back. Think carefully before you make a move. One mistake could be your last, or it may lead you to fame and fortune.
SexyHackers.com.
Life is like a story with many paths to choose. I gotta get some good friends to help me make it through. So here's the plan, just take my hand, the adventure's just begun. And all we have to do is turn to page fun.
And welcome to Turn to Page Fun, the only podcast where I, your host, Nick Fear, read through a bunch of Choose Your Own Adventure and the like game books with some of my favorite funny friends and so-and-sos from Milwaukee. An idea that is so good, I immediately stole it from my partner and froze her out of the production process. This week, we are starting a brand new book. We are reading By Balloon to the Sahara by Termin, which we are definitely sure is a real name.
Totally.
Termin is a real person.
Dan Termin of the
Connecticut.
Connecticut Termin.
The Connecticut
So famous.
Termin.
So good.
And reading this book with me, all the way over on my far left, we have a musician, writer, comedian, improviser, and very, very busy and important person, Mr. Brian Bear.
Hello.
Hi,
Thank
Brian.
you. Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good. I am reading you, though.
You are reading me. You're gonna give me some. You're gonna give me some tea reads.
That's right. I'm cold reading you, so later
Oh.
it'll seem like I'm psychic. Yeah, it's very good.
All right, I'm coming up with I'm getting a letter.
A letter.
One of 26 letters. If there's a letter,
A, maybe
that's-
it's a B. B. B is that any C? C.
C. Okay. Oh,
Shit,
C.
I
All
got
right.
C.
So there's something in your life that has
Something
a
to do with
C
money.
in the word.
Something to do with your job. Something to do with. Guys, it's all fake. Anyway.
How does he know?
Doing good. I need a haircut, though, but I'm getting a haircut next week. I mean, in 3 weeks after this program airs. Yes.
Okay. So wait, you're getting a haircut now.
I'm
now
getting-
time has no meaning to me anymore.
Yes, that's true.
Because you went backwards.
Yes.
It's next week.
It's next week,
It's next week. You're getting a
Yes.
haircut. Okay.
but not next week on the show because I'll still have the same. Never mind.
Okay.
Time is confusing.
All right.
It's astounding.
Madness takes its toll.
That's true.
Okay. And then we have some of our very special guests today. Over on my immediate left, I have actor, writer, animator, and musician, Mr. Harry Loefler Bell. Hey, Harry.
Hi.
How are you today?
I am just tickled to be here.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
how I am.
That's okay.
Excellent.
I didn't have anything witty prepared.
You didn't have a bit prepared?
I didn't. And now I feel like I'm stretching this not having a bit too far.
No.
So
No.
We got another 11 minutes before break. We can just roll that
it's
right
just-
through.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Sit in the silence.
So-
Podcast gold.
Moving over from Harry.
So glad I showed up today.
Over on my immediate right, I have a musician and a friend I only know from her musicianship. Also a graphic designer.
Yes.
And a recently married person, Mrs. Amanda Washkun. Hi, Amanda.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Are there other things that you do? I'm sure.
Yes, but those are the big ones. You actually,
Okay.
You're good.
Musician, graphic designer.
Pretty
Awesome.
much. Yep.
All right, and you play the violin.
I do.
Who do you play the violin for?
I maybe play the fiddle with
Oh,
these gentlemen.
And
Oh,
All
In
of it. Wait a
Uncle
minute.
Fergus Magic Whiskey Band.
Uncle Fergus Magic Whiskey Band.
Yeah.
What is it?
We are an Irish band that take pop songs or just other rock songs, stuff like that, and we play them as God intended, as Irish jigs, reels, and anything else that you listen to that's Irish music.
That is perfect. Thank
Pretty
you.
good.
What is this? A crossover episode?
It might
What?
be.
No way.
it's funnier every time you say it.
It really does.
For
I'm
those of
glad
you
that
listening
you
at
just
home,
found out this morning about it too.
I did, and I was pleased and excited.
I feel like Harry and I have known for a while.
Yes.
I did
Okay.
not know.
yes, we are all in Uncle Fergus Magic Whiskey Band together. So
Yeah.
this is,
Yay. So come see us around St. Patrick's Day.
which would be soon.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, go ahead and check our Facebook for that. But we are now reading By Balloon to the Sahara by Termin.
Determine.
By balloon.
Copyright 1979, Bantam Books.
Way back.
With love to his daughter, Christine M. Termin.
Oh. I feel like
Termin.
I feel like you
Termin?
can't dedicate it to somebody unless your name is actually real, unless they made up a fake daughter to dedicate it to as well.
We never will know.
Or their last name is, I don't know. There's no way to look it up. It's a shame.
No way.
There's
No,
no-
possible way.
Wide
Nope.
communication sort of network that could
Not
give us
even
that
a
information.
bio for the author in the back.
Oh, really?
Actually, there is. And this person is also the illustrator of this book.
Oh, double duty.
All right. You are visiting France with your two best friends, Peter and Sarah. For a lark, you all rent a balloon. Peter packs a picnic basket, and Sarah buys a large jug of fresh milk.
Perfect.
'Cause you don't want to go on a balloon adventure without a whole ass jug of milk.
Oh,
I never leave home without it, actually.
it's good to have.
Just have it in the backseat of your car.
Always, even in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great news, guys.
No, well, that's how you make cottage cheese.
Homemade too.
Yeah, that's why cottage cheese is gross. Y'all can fight me on that.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan.
It's just milk that's been left out, guys. All right.
It's fun.
Harry, your dog, begs to come along.
We named the dog Harry.
The dog. You were named after the dog. All right.
I'm going to get all kind of confused.
Harry, your dog, begs to come along, and you let him scramble in. At last, you lift off and start your adventure.
Your dog immediately regrets this decision.
I feel like it's really irresponsible to bring a dog in a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but he begged. What are you going to do?
I mean, he's a dog. You say no.
It's true.
To the north, you can see white-capped Alps. And to this... Wait, you're in
That's-
France. What?
They're to the... East?
Determined you don't know geography, dude.
Oh, boy.
The Alps are southeast of France, man.
We're barely in it. Well, if you're facing... No, that doesn't make sense.
No.
You're...
I mean, if you go far enough, they come back.
I mean,
around to
maybe
be
they're
more-
in Italy. Oh, I guess. Are they on the Riviera?
Maybe.
They
It
have to
doesn't
be.
s- Yeah, they'd have to be.
Yeah, they would have to be in that little bit right by Italy.
Yep.
But I thought the Alps was the western border. of
Let's go
northern
north
Italy.
to the Sahara.
Oh, okay. Those of you who live in the part of southeast France where the Alps are to your north, you can go ahead and contact us.
Yes.
At
All our-
www.sexyhackers.tv.com and complain about our ignorant American ignorance. Anyway, to the north, you can see the white-capped Alps, and to the south, the blue waters of the Mediterranean Sea.
Checks out.
As you drift over villages, people look up and wave at you. Suddenly, you notice storm clouds approaching from the north.
Oh, no.
Dun, dun, dun.
If you act now, you can release gas from the balloons and land before the storm overtakes you. If this is your choice, turn to page 2. Perhaps the storm will pass quickly. Maybe you can ride it out. If this is what you decide to do, turn to page 3.
Wow.
Okay,
choice right away.
so the first choice to me, I love when these books have a choice that reads as, if you want to just not have an adventure,
Right? Yeah.
this. And I always choose that first.
Yeah? You
Like,
want
do
to go
you
with...
go into the spooky house or do you just go home? I vote. We just
We
touch
go
down.
home?
We do the responsible thing.
I don't want to put Harry, the dog, through the experience of the storm,
Yes.
too. Dogs don't like thunderstorms.
Yeah, that's a good
Most
story.
of them don't. Some do, I guess. Maybe.
Usually they don't, right?
Yeah, usually they don't.
Yeah.
Our dogs do not care for it at all.
It's like the thunder or like the fireworks thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like they don't
Yeah.
like explosions.
Loud noises.
See, I have a cat, and he doesn't seem to mind anything.
Yeah. Wow.
Unless you're sitting in your own chair, which he thinks is his chair. It is not his chair.
You are. Yes.
Have you tried rubbing your scent on it?
Every day. My scent is well rubbed into that chair.
So we,
By scent, I mean farts.
So we're gonna be boring and
we're gonna. Well,
Okay.
is that? Are
Yeah.
you?
Is that what you're going to vote for?
no.
Yeah,
I wanna go through the
maybe you
storm.
can
You wanna go
convince
through the storm?
them to go weather the
Ooh.
storm.
Well, I
What are your
mean-
ideas on the storm?
Well, I feel like that would probably be the thing that gets us to the desert.
That's true.
And the book is about Sahara, so
Well, I
Yeah.
did not sign up to go to the Sahara. I signed up for a relaxing balloon ride with my friends and my
Peter.
dog.
but
there
you're a
after me.
dog.
And a big jug of milk.
And a big jug of milk.
Hey, the rain could spoil that
the
milk.
rain could ruin the milk.
Think of the milk, won't you? Think of the milk. So yeah, let's try landing, and then we'll probably get to go back right away. And
I am sorry, Amanda.
That's
They are
okay.
unconvinced.
It's okay.
Yes.
I just want to go on an adventure, friends.
oh,
Well,
okay.
we're going to see what happens if we try not to go on an adventure.
let's release some gas.
You pull the cord, releasing some of the gas, allowing you to descend. Nothing happens.
Uh-oh.
What?
The storm clouds are coming closer.
We got a faulty balloon.
We're going to the Sahara.
Hey, you got your wish after all.
Yes.
And the gentle wind has now turned into a howling gale.
Oh, no.
The coast is near. You must release some of the gas and settle to earth, or you will be swept out to sea. Sarah says, "Let's pull harder. The valve is stuck." But Peter pulls out his jackknife.
Oh.
The situation is desperate. You must make a large slit in the fabric. Both Peter and Sarah look frightened, and they are relying on you to make the right decision. If you use Sarah's plan and pull together on the cord, turn to page 4. Perhaps Peter is right. A slit in the balloon's fabric will let the gas out quickly. If this is your decision, turn to page 5.
I feel like Peter's idea is bad.
I feel like
and will
both
crash
is
us.
going to just
I mean, I feel like
destroy the
it's-
balloon.
Well, yes.
Yes.
The valve is
Both of them are going to do something.
Pull hard enough. It's just the valve.
I say we go with the knife.
You want to go with the knife?
I mean, what's his name? That Peter?
Mr.
Yeah, Peter just hanging
Mr.
around
Play
with
It
a knife.
Safe now wants to use the knife.
I know,
Okay.
right?
Peter's that kid who got his pocket knife, and he finally has an excuse
Oh,
to
that's
like
true.
use his pocket knife that he got who knows when. Like otherwise, that pocket knife is just sitting in his pocket doing nothing. I say we cut the balloon, let him have a moment to shine.
I say valve. I don't know. I think
All right,
the
so
valve
we got
is
one
safer.
I have a-
for carelessly using the pocket knife.
I don't want to get Knife Kid any more ideas.
Right, you don't want to give Knife Kid any more ideas.
Let's give
I
him
was
all the
Knife Kid,
ideas.
and you never wanted to give Nick an idea.
Hey, you guys
or a
want me to
reason
cut
use
something?
his knife.
Because I could cut it with my knife.
Because
gosh.
Nick was constantly accidentally cutting himself all the time.
That's true. Peter could get hurt.
Yeah.
I have a feeling though that if we pull on the valve, the cord just might break and nothing will happen.
I mean, we've already tried to use the valve,
We did,
and it just
nothing
didn't
happened.
work.
Also, we're children, presumably, or maybe
yeah.
not, because they gave us a hot air balloon.
Well, hold on. It is France, where the legal drinking age is 3.
And
yes,
also
of course.
in the 70s. So that
Yes,
doesn't
go
help
up on a
either.
balloon, children. Don't forget to bring some wine for the trip.
If something bad happens, you lunatic!
We're all drunk. Pull on the valve harder. Pull on
I'm
the
gonna
valve.
use the knife.
Where's the milk?
They spiked the milk, didn't they? Ew.
Yes, you are drinking Moloko Plus.
All right, so what do we got? We got one for valve. We got one for knife. What do you
I'm
say?
going to go
tiebreaker.
crazy, and I want to do the knife.
There we go.
Knifey
Live
thing.
life by the edge.
I'm going with what the dog recommends. Sorry, Harry.
So,
Oh, am I the dog?
You are
now?
the dog. Yeah.
You are. Oh,
You
Great.
have
I
to.
thought
be.
maybe the
Well,
dog was talking to you.
yes, Harry, your named is exactly the same name
Yes.
as a dog in this book we just
So
picked
you're now
up.
the dog.
So you, of course, have to be the dog
I'm
now.
sorry.
I don't even like that dog. Stupid dog.
That dog might save your life. We don't know yet.
We don't.
You take Peter's knife and climb up on his shoulders.
Right? So safe.
So apparently we're all acrobats too.
Yes.
Right.
The balloon is swinging wildly in the winds of the storm. Reaching as far as you can, you puncture the silk of the balloon. Gas starts to escape in a rush. You look down from Peter's shoulders just in time to see the waves reaching up and grab the balloon's wicker basket. Harry howls in terror.
Thank you, Harry.
Thank
you,
you.
Harry.
Yes.
As the wicker basket lands in a cloud of spray, you are thrown clear.
Who?
You sink into the churning sea for what seems like minutes and then slowly rise to the surface. The balloon is nowhere in sight, hidden by the moving mountains of water. You strike out in what you hope is the right direction.
Oh no! I need to know that Harry's okay.
I'm
Again,
fine. I'm right
Are
here.
you
no,
okay?
The
Okay.
dog.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Whatever.
At first, your strokes are strong and sure, but you have never swum in mountainous seas like this. From the top of a wave, you catch sight of the shore, but then a wave, larger than the rest, breaks over you, filling your mouth and nose with water. You panic. You'll never make it, swimming against the seas and the wind. This could be the end, but it doesn't have to be. If you go to page 15.
Oh,
Oh. Well,
Do that.
Yeah.
is
then.
that
Yeah.
is that the choice?
Yeah, that is.
Would you like to die now?
or
Die or continue.
I choose life.
I choose death.
Harry, no.
To the end right now. The end. You went up into a balloon with a jug of milk and your best friend, Knifey Pete. and
everyone dies.
And you cut the balloon open and you drowned in the ocean. What a wonderful story.
You could have tried harder to survive, but
Also, that was a very short story.
Turn to page 15.
Do it.
All right, we're going to start on page 15. We're going to see what happens on page 15 after this quick word from our sponsors.
SexyHackers.com.
This episode of Turn to Page Fun brought to you by Jug of Milk. That's right, Jug of Milk, the sports drink for the ages. Do you have a great thirst because you've got a lot of physical activity? Try a jug of milk. You going on a hot air balloon expedition? You need a jug of milk. Climbing Mount Everest? No climbing Mount Everest is complete without a jug of milk. And don't forget it's serviceable at Wisconsin weddings. That's right, jug of milk. Get it at your grocer's.
SexyHackers.com.
And we are back to Turn to Page Fun. Currently we are reading By Balloon to the Sahara by Termin, which is his real name.
Supposedly.
So what's happened so far is we've rented a balloon in the southeast of France, right where the Alps are to the north.
Right.
And the Mediterranean is to the south, somewhere there. And they let us three, most likely children, get into a balloon with a jug of milk and our dog. And while we were ballooning unsupervised, a storm comes up and we tried to land, but we couldn't. So we went ahead and took our friend Pete's knife.
We stabbed the balloon.
We did.
And we stabbed the balloon and fell right into the ocean. And that's where the story could have ended if we wanted to give up living. But we chose to move on and see what happens next. So you never, it ends with, you panic. You never make it swimming against the seas and the wind. But then you remember that if you lay on your back with your lungs full of air and arms and legs outstretched, you'll float like a cork. You try this and find it much easier. The sky whirls around as you are tossed from wave to wave. It seems like a very long time, but finally, you hear your dog Harry barking excitedly. You lift your head, and there, only a few waves away, is the balloon. With thanks in your heart, you swim the last few strokes to your friends, and your friends pull you aboard.
Oh, good. I'm glad they're okay.
Yeah, there are.
Harry, who saved you, licks your face. You rest, huddled together, waiting for the dawn. After a cold and sleepless night, turn to page 22.
Oh, didn't even get sleep.
Nope.
Dawn comes slowly, turning the eastern sky pink. You are all miserable. And you share what little food remains, hoping that rescue will come soon. You each take turns clinging to the rim of the basket, looking for fishermen. Sarah, who is on lookout,
Goes insane first.
Ocean met.
It's only been like 10 hours, friends.
suddenly gives a cry of surprise and points to the south. There, you all see the menacing shape of a submarine
What?
running on the surface.
Really?
In the Mediterranean?
Yup.
Okay.
What? Why?
It's the French Navy. Come aboard.
Men move on deck, and a black flag flies from the conning tower.
Is it a pirate submarine?
Pirate submarine.
Could it be a pirate submarine?
Is that a
Straight
thing?
up anime plot here now.
You must decide whether to shout for help and hope that the submarine's crew are friendly, or whether you must crouch down and hope that they don't notice you. Surely fishermen will find you before nightfall. If you decide to shout to the submarine's crew, turn to page 23. If you decide to hide and wait for the fishermen, turn to page 26.
Yo ho, say I. Yo ho.
Oh yeah,
I feel okay. So like, if there are pirates, there are no fishermen around,
Oh yeah. That
right?
Right, because you get on the fisherman boat, then the pirate's just going to sink it with their pirate
Agreed.
torpedo.
Yeah. Or they
because
come
they have
to
torpedoes now.
or they want to. They might. Who knows? But they also might want to steal their fish. Like, I mean, they're probably not around because of the pirates.
That's true.
So we might just need to become pirates.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no.
strongly in favor of
I-
the pirates.
I don't want to be saved by the pirates. I want to be one of the
How
pirates.
good
Yes.
will Pete look with an eye patch?
Oh my! He's
Right?
already got the knife.
Right,
Right.
he has a knife,
He
eye
got the
patch,
knife.
and then like, I mean, Harry the dog has to also have a bandana now.
Oh yeah,
so-
he'll be a little
I
pirate.
think
dog.
we are set to become.
We're gonna become pirates.
Submarine pirates.
Also, the notion that they won't notice us seems a little odd to me. Like, is that a hot air balloon over there, Cotton?
No, that's just a trick of the waves.
All right. Well, down Periscope, I guess.
Haven't you heard all the submarine shanties about the trick of the waves that look like balloons but crash you against rocks?
One of them siren hot air balloons.
You're-
We have to get on this pirate submarine.
Yeah,
have- yes,
all right,
we have
we're
to.
getting on this pirate submarine.
Immediately.
All three of you shout together, and you wave your shirt. The sub continues onward, and you think that they may have not seen you.
oh,
At last, a man points to you, and the sub alters its course toward you. Minutes later, you are standing, dripping wet and cold, on the deck. A man in a white wool sweater and dark jacket climbs down from the conning tower and approaches. He is deeply tanned, and his face, although heavily scarred, has a look of intelligence. Good luck for all of you, I'll wager, he growls. But we can't be spotted on the surface. We're submerging in 10 minutes. If you swear to keep our secret, I'll let you stay. Otherwise, we can only give you some food, water, and a small rubber raft. There's an island to the west, and it's an easy row. Quickly now, what's your decision, me hearties?
Does he really say
It
me?
really says me hearties.
excellent.
He does.
I've never felt more confident in the choice we've made.
If you decide to swear secrecy and stay aboard the sub, turn to page 33. If you decide that they are pirates and you want to row to shelter of the island, turn to page 32.
I would like to decide they are pirates and swear their
We're
secret
swearing we're gonna do it.
I mean, I trust them. Like they're willing to just let us
Right.
be on our way.
They seem like nice pirates.
So like,
Yeah, they're
they-
not by the laws of the pirate code. I guess we're safe to go.
also, they somehow like stole a submarine and
So they
know
have
how
to
it
be
works. So like,
good at
that's
their
pretty
job.
I
sweet.
need to
Yeah,
find
they're
out
good.
how
They're
they
good
got this
pirates.
submarine.
Right? Yeah. I need to.
All it'll cost you is your jug of milk. It's like gold here.
oh no. Well, but in that case, no.
Never.
You'll never take our milk.
Is there milk up there?
My God.
Oh no, they found out about the milk. They'll be killing each other in 2 minutes. For that milk. All right, so we're going to go and trade our jug of milk for
Yeah.
Swear
safe passage.
to
I
secrecy.
just want to read a book about submarine pirates.
Well, we are.
We are.
We are
now
right
we
We're
now.
reading a book right now about submarine
You don't have to
pirates.
read about it, boy. You're in one.
Nice.
All right. Good, the sailor says. We're glad to have you with us. Come this way and I'll have you meet Captain Zud.
Oh, this guy's not even the captain?
Yeah. You climb down through a hatch and are guided along dimly lighted corridors. Metal panel slides and back noiselessly, and the sailor guides you to the captain's cabin. Captain Zud looks up from his desk. He is very old, his face weather-beaten but kind. Welcome aboard my ship, he says. What you see and hear must be kept secret. My crew and I are tracking the whaling ships of the world, trying to preserve the great whales from extinction.
These are the best pirates
I
ever.
love these pirates.
These are like hippie
They're
pirates.
great.
When we find a whaling ship attacking whales, we attack the whaling ship.
Yes.
He thumps his fist down on his desk. We try to save the crews, but it's more important that we save our friends of the deep from this wicked slaughter. He points to pictures of whaling ships. Many of them have X's crossed over the photograph. Will you take an oath and help me save the whales? Or must I keep you prisoner until we can find a place to put you ashore?
We are saving whales,
Yeah,
friends.
is this
Oh,
really
yeah.
a choice?
Doing it.
Yeah. If you hate whales because they killed your parents.
They give us a reason to
Well, they give you a reason not to.
Okay.
Sinking ships sounds wrong, but saving whales is important. If you and your friends join Captain Zud, turn to page 44. You had better not get involved with Captain Zud. Think of those poor sailors on the whaling ships. If you want to be held prisoner until you can be released, turn to page 67.
yes, the poor whalers.
Yes.
Sure, okay.
Also, who wants to willingly become prisoner?
Yeah, exactly. This book is definitely putting us on the rails, which I'm okay with because, yeah, I does it
Save the whales.
save the whales?
Save the
All
whales.
right, we're all
Save the
gonna-
whales.
we're all going to turn to page 44 and save the whales.
Sorry, poor sailors out there, but
God, there's a choice every page.
Oh,
You don't
man.
need to do that. Determined.
how many endings are there?
You
in
are
this?
determined to waste a lot of our time.
Ah, there it is. Nice.
There we go.
It has become clear.
I like that there's a lot of choices.
Peter and Sarah want to join. So do you and Harry, who is barking with excitement.
Kill.
You all take an oath to serve Captain Zud. For months, you track the black whaling ships. Finally, off the Antarctic ice cap,
Months. Yeah.
Months.
you watch the whaling ships begin their attack on a helpless pod of whales. There will be a slaughter. Captain Zud puts you before a television screen. You can see the whaling ship as it moves toward the crosshairs etched on the screen. When the crosshairs are on the bow of the ship, he says, push this button. That fires a special torpedo, which bores a hole and lets the waters in. That's called an explosion, Captain Zud.
I feel like that's what most torpedoes do.
That's
Yeah.
one thing.
Meanwhile, I was like,
just
this
saying.
is great. We have these kids do it, then we're not legally responsible.
Also,
Oh,
are their parents worried? Like,
Yeah.
they've been gone for months.
we don't have parents.
I mean,
I mean, maybe not, but
like, were we orphans at the beginning of this story?
Well, let's go back to the very first page and
I think it's just-
get some more information.
We have two friends,
You are
Yeah.
visiting France with your two best friends.
so you've got to be at least
But I-
like
That's it.
Yes.
teenagers,
yeah.
right?
But I also feel like your visit to France was not supposed to be months.
Probably. It's like China. You can go there and be gone for months and no one will care. In Kung Fu Master. Master of Kung Fu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can. These books, you just stay away for months and it's fine. So we're
I mean, your parents are looking for you probably, but at the same time, you're on a pirate submarine. So
They're probably
Which is
like,
much
that's-
cooler than most things.
it's the 70s. Let them
Yeah.
have fun.
And I don't know if I don't have kids. But I would like to think that if one of my children who was old enough to like make their own decisions to the point where I would let them fly in a hot air balloon with their friend Sarah and Knifey Pete.
Knifey Pete. Yep.
So if one of my hypothetical children was old enough to get lost in that way, don't think the first place I would look for them would be on a pirate submarine.
No.
True.
That's
Nope.
And I'd want them to save the whales. So
I would
That's
too.
true. They are doing good work.
And they're learning a trade.
life skills.
I mean, submarine operator seems like a good thing to know how to do.
Torpedo operator.
Also that. Yeah.
Push this button. That fires a special torpedo which bores a hole and lets the water in. Them whaling fellers will be so busy saving themselves from sinking that the whales will get away. If you decide to fire the torpedo and sink the ship, turn to page 46 or 47.
What?
Sure. But remember,
What?
that's a real ship. It must be worth a great deal of money. And destroying it would be a crime.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Perhaps you should refuse and suffer Captain Zud's anger. It's your decision. Turn to page 48. So if you want to be a bootlicker,
Don't forget capitalism, children.
Right.
say the monetary value of the ship for the heartless corporate entity that is sending that ship out to kill whales.
Yep.
Or you could sink the ship and save a pot of whales.
Yeah. I'm
like-
confused as to which page we're supposed to turn
Why
to.
is there 2 pages?
46 and 47?
I don't know.
All right. Well,
right,
let's
well-
just try 46, I guess.
I'm confused as to
46. You fire. In a flash of foam, the torpedo streaks before the bow of the whaling ship. It strikes, drilling a hole in the steel. You can see confusion on the deck of the whaling ship as men run for the lifeboats. You have saved the whales. And over the years, as the list of ships that you sink grows longer, fewer and fewer whaling ships put to sea. Now they are as extinct as the whales might have been. You and your friends live out your lives aboard Captain Zud's submarine, feared by all, but happy that the whales have been saved forever. The end.
That is the best ending we have ever had.
Pretty
on this
awesome.
show.
However, we never made it to the Sahara.
We never made it to the Sahara.
Whales.
I
Well,
am
tell us
so
the story in
happy.
the band. We became pirates, but we never made
We
it to the
became
desert.
pirates.
Whaler hunting pirates on a submarine.
Yes. Whale saving pirates.
Whale, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I'm into
another.
that.
Oh, yeah. No,
There's
I'm,
another ending on page 47.
I would like to hear
I
that.
don't know if I
Should
want
probably-
it. I feel like
Right,
that's
it's-
going to ruin
That
it.
was just
Well,
like
we're
typo
in
on
the
it.
second
We're good to
segment
go.
of
Okay,
this-
this is our canon ending.
Okay.
The next,
Yes.
the next one is
Everything else will be
This is
hypothetical
the
after
extra.
this.
second playthrough.
Yeah.
Maybe
where you
we'll hit
goof
the
off
desert.
and-
All right. Okay. This,
Oh, no.
this is going to upset you.
Oh, no.
Oh, did we hit a whale?
Oh, good.
You fire. The torpedo strikes home. Men from the ship launch their lifeboats in panic. You realize that you have committed a great crime. Even if the whales are saved, you may have caused injury to the whalers. You plead with Captain Zud to put you ashore, which he does with great reluctance. After giving yourself up to the international police, you are sentenced to jail. But during your imprisonment, you write a great book about your adventures.
Really?
People from all over the world praise it, and the governments of the world finally outlaw whaling. You are finally given a pardon and live for the rest of your life beside the sea with Harry, your dog, so that you can be close to the great creatures of the deep. The end.
Oh.
I like the
I
first
mean,
one.
yeah, the
better.
first one is
I mean,
much
that
more
one
exciting.
wasn't as
It's
bad.
not-
That was
Yeah, it
bad,
wasn't
no.
terrible.
It just wasn't. You retire
But
as
think
a
of-
scourge of the sea.
Think of the whales that died while you were in jail before they outlawed whaling.
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
Plus, just because they outlaw something doesn't mean that people aren't going to do it.
Also,
Right.
that one I feel like made a decision for you. Like it
Yeah.
decided you feel bad and give up. Like I
Yeah.
didn't choose that.
That's true.
Okay, so we're gonna go back. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna decide actually what we are going to do.
Yeah, we got a lot of places to go back because there's
a lot of places
a
to go
billion choices in this
So
book.
there have been a billion choices. So we're gonna go back to another one of the choices after this quick word from our sponsors.
SexyHackers.com.
Today's Turn to Page fun is brought to you by Zud's Bud's Pirate Apprenticeship Program. Hey there, matey. Do you hate whalers? Do you want to find a way to stop them without the international courts getting in your way? Then climb aboard the SS Pirate Submarine for Zud's Bud's Pirate Apprenticeship Program. We'll show you how to be the scourge of the seas, sailing underwater, torpedoing whaling ships, and letting them sink, and saving the crew, I guess, if we can. Some of them might drown. That's just the way the seas roll on Zud's Bud's Pirate Apprenticeship Program. Sign up now and we'll give you a hook. Just a hook. We won't cut your hand off. We're not murderers. Zud's Buds, come aboard.
SexyHackers.com.
And we are back to Turn to Page Fun. We are currently reading By Balloon to the Sahara by Termin. And I did not choose this book just so that I could say By Balloon. That's not what happened at all.
It is a happy accident, though.
Also, we spent like 1/10 of the book so far in the balloon.
Right.
The rest was
And
in
we
the
never
ocean.
made it to the Sahara.
We have not seen the Sahara.
Right.
So what has previously happened was we went up into a balloon with our friend Stabby Pete and a jug of milk, our friend Sarah, and the dog Harry. We immediately get down by a storm in the water, picked up by submarine pirates that sink whaling ships, and then we ourselves became a famous anti-whaling submarine pirate.
Yes.
Yep.
And
For the rest of our lives.
the world was saved, and Kirk did not need to come back.
That's right. So you saved him a trip.
Saved him a whole trip. So we're going to go see what happens when we go up into the balloon and try to ride the storm out.
Our first choice that we were given.
Lightning flashes, and the four of you are treated to a frightening and spectacular display of nature's fury.
Ooh.
As the night passes, the storm breaks, and the moon appears from behind clouds. The night wind is warm, and far below you see the silvered waters of the Mediterranean. Dawn comes with streaks of red and gold, and to the south you see a hazy line of yellow, the coast of North Africa, and the Sahara Desert beyond. Should you try and land the balloon near the shore where fishermen could help you? Or should you drift further south toward the desert? There will be cities of white with minarets, cool oases with date palms and Arabs in flowing white robes. You take a vote.
Oh.
If you'd all decide to land near shore, release the balloon's gas and descend to page 6. But if the lure of the Sahara is too strong to stop your flight, put on some suntan lotion and drift south toward page 8.
I feel like that choice is really selling the Sahara choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes me only want to pick the other one more.
We've been to the ocean, and those fishermen were nowhere to be found.
It's true.
I say we go to the Sahara.
Go to the Sahara?
Yeah, although I don't buy this. There will be white shining cities. It's a desert.
No, there's
It's a-
no cities
it's
in
a
the
big
Sahara.
old desert.
It's a big old scary desert.
But I want to go anyway.
But at least you have a half a jug of milk.
That's
You
right.
do.
Quarter jug. Who's been drinking the milk? Harry. Yeah, I say we go Sahara. Or
You
Sahara.
have to. It's in the name of the title.
It's
of
in
the
the
book.
name.
I vote we spike the book and avoid the Sahara at all costs, but
Well, the dog doesn't get a vote.
I'm going to be Dogs
Sorry.
are
They're not people too, no.
No, they're not.
They're not.
Not in a hot air balloon.
no.
Also, you're drinking our milk. Come on.
The endless golden sands of the Sahara lift beneath you. After the cold night, the hot sun feels good. You see caravans with hundreds of camels, sheltered oases, and mud-walled villages. Sarah gives a shout of surprise, for there to the south is a great mound of silver. As you drift closer, you see that it is a domed metal machine with hundreds of portholes set along its rim.
No.
Should you descend and land, this must be a flying saucer. What? And perhaps
Desert submarine.
you will be the
I was
first.
hoping for a desert submarine.
This must be a flying saucer, though. And perhaps you will be the first to meet space travelers. But Peter cautions you to drift on. Travelers from outer space may be dangerous.
Yeah, but he has a knife.
He does have a
He
knife.
has a knife. What is he afraid
Oh,
of?
Right?
what if it's a space vampire?
It could be a space vampire.
It could be.
I know how to stop them, though. Don't worry.
Perfect.
I was in an elite training
Do we have
program.
any M3 shield generators?
I don't know. We got to milk. Yeah, I think I say we check out this flying saucer because
yeah.
Oh no, let's do the boring choice and avoid this.
Hold on. I haven't even told you what your choices are.
okay.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
yeah, I suppose.
Please.
If you decide to land, hold the cord and descend to page 16. But if you play it safe, hope that the space travelers won't see you and drift on to page 17.
I gotta say, anyone who read this book and wanted to travel abroad and be like, yeah, it's gonna be great. There's gonna be pirates and submarines and space travelers. It's like, wait, this is just a desert. This book lied to me.
So, do we want to meet the aliens?
Yeah.
or-
I'd say meet the aliens.
Oh no, let's do the other thing. Let's vote for avoiding the fun part of the story.
Turn to page safe.
Yeah. It's called Turn to Page Fun.
Yeah.
Come on.
Also, I like that we have Sarah in the Sahara.
Oh,
It's just
Yeah.
wordplay.
Knifey Pete. My favorite.
Lower and lower you drift. Finally, you settle to Earth, and the spacemen surround you.
Oh,
Really? They're real?
You see that although their ears are nearly as large as their hands and flap excitedly,
these are just elephants.
their faces are smiling. They all point to Harry, and you realize that they think Harry is your leader because of his big ears.
They are stupid aliens.
Oh,
This book is insane.
no. Really glad we chose this one. Oh, my God.
One man with very large ears motions Harry to follow him. And all of you follow Harry, wishing that your ears were big and floppy.
Oh,
I feel like that's not a thing.
How did a society whose hierarchies are based on how big your ears are manage intergalactic space travel?
maybe we've been doing it wrong the whole time.
Maybe
we'd have figured it out if we would just be like, Big Nose is in charge.
Yeah. No.
I feel like you get one guy named Glorp with ears the size of dinner plates who wants to nuke the whole planet, and that's it. That's
yeah.
the end.
Maybe these are the outcasts.
Oh, maybe.
I like how Harry the dog is just like, well, yes, it's about time someone recognizes me and just trots on ahead.
The man leads you to a silver dome, and after bowing low to Harry, who calmly wags his tail, directs you to enter.
How do we know it's a man? It's an alien.
They're God.
I don't know. Maybe his genitals are on the outside.
But they're aliens.
I don't. Cause you're a sexist.
They're aliens.
That's why. You just assume that it's a man.
Perfect.
Because they are in some authority position.
Yep.
And as you stand there expectantly, a red mist hisses from hidden pipes,
Oh.
and you fall to the floor, asleep.
The earless ones have been captured.
Rest for a while and then awake, completely refreshed, to meet the spaceman's leader on page 34.
Right.
Okay.
You say so.
Weird that they knocked us out to do that.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Or oh yes.
All right, so we turn to page 34, and there is a picture of the leader of these big-eared aliens. And this leader does indeed have the biggest ears.
What is?
They're down to his knees.
Because this is a society that bases its hierarchy on how big your ears are.
Termin was on some shit.
He also drew all of these. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
all his fault.
I think
Didn't
he
you say
did.
that?
Unless it's
He was either on shrooms or cocaine or both.
Oh no,
I don't
Paul
know.
Granger is the illustrator.
Oh, Paul Granger.
Well, he was also on some stuff.
Yeah,
But I'm sure Termin was like, all right, this is exactly what it has to look like. Paul Granger's like, yeah, okay.
You're not paying me enough. Thanks.
it's like all lobe. It's very disturbing.
All lobe. I am
All
Lobe.
lobe. Like if you want to think of like a thing with big ears, you would want to maybe go like elephant or maybe like pointed elf ears that kind of stick out. No, these ears are like kind of big on the top side, but then it's just like
just
all
gross, like-
lobe,
it's
just flopping down.
gross lobe. Doesn't even like function well as an ear.
Like an ear
No,
tentacle.
yeah,
It's very unsettling to look at.
it's not good.
It seems like hours later when you awake, you feel wonderful and completely rested. A gong bongs, and a short man with ears that hang down to his knees enters.
It's lobiness.
I am the maximum leader, he says in a deep voice for those people, because I made it a high voice.
Nice.
We are space-time travelers, but we have run out of fuel for our ship. It is a common material here on your planet, and we have dug for it by boring with our laser drills. But we find only water and sand. This is the material we need,
People.
he says, and hands you white crystals. You smell it and taste it carefully. It's ordinary salt.
Salt.
Boy, did you come to the right planet.
There is a tribe of fierce desert men who live to the north, he continues. In their storehouses, they have a great quantities of this fuel. Will you help us in obtaining some? If you do not choose to, we will allow you to leave in peace. This sounds exciting. And if you, This sounds exciting. And if you choose to volunteer, step forward to page 76. But if you don't want to get involved in what seems to be the beginning of a war, tell the maximum leader that you wish to go in peace and turn to page 77. Okay.
Can we just tell the maximum leader to come to Wisconsin in the winter where we have literal mountains of salt just sitting around?
But we need that salt
I
for
guess
our
so.
roads.
Well, I mean, I think we could spare a handful.
If only there was a large body of water with salt just like dissolved in it. These aliens are not the brightest. They didn't scan the planet at all before landing.
Also, if an alien gives you like a mineral, why would you put it in your mouth?
I'll just taste
You have no
this.
idea what this is. Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been Coke for all you know.
Space plague.
Oh, it's cocaine. Oh, I'll tell you where to get that. Well, Pete knows where to get that stuff.
So,
Pete uses his knife to cut open bags of cocaine.
why, we've got some in the hot air balloon.
Oh, it's good.
We're smugglers. Salt.
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 All right. So,
So do we go? I mean, this is a less moral war we're starting.
I mean,
than
yeah, we're
saving
gonna
the
start a
whales.
war for salt.
I don't know why they can't go do it. They know where it is.
Yeah.
They have laser
Why
drills.
can't like
I'm sure they
I
could
am-
probably barter.
Yeah,
less
maybe we can.
equipped to handle?
But they're fierce warriors.
Yeah, which also makes me worried about how these desert men are going to be depicted when we
Oh
get there.
yeah, that is-
I don't know what you're talking about, Harry. Like,
Well, also,
This book, written in 1979,
So-
will surely present a rounded.
so these aliens also can communicate with us, which means
Yes.
they probably could communicate with the people that live there.
oh no, they only know English.
Great. Great. Cool. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It's yeah.
I don't know. I
Because we do not know any of the other languages either.
yeah. Well, maybe they speak French,
Perfect.
which we should speak if we're. Well, maybe we don't.
No, I
We
just went
probably
to
don't.
France.
Well, maybe that's
I
why
did not
we
speak
were going
French.
to France. It was part of a French trip.
Oh yeah,
Like we're a French class.
yeah, that could
And
be.
the teacher is worried sick.
No, they're not. Or maybe they are. I don't know.
I don't know.
We got to make a call here.
Yeah, we gotta make a call.
I vote no.
Hmm.
That's my vote.
Vote no. Okay.
I think we're already. I mean, we just met aliens. I don't want to leave them yet. I'm interested to know what their ear culture is all about. Is piercing a punishment? I don't know. And I feel like if we leave now, we're just in the desert with, I guess, our hot air
I
balloon's
mean, we still have
there.
the hot air balloon.
That's true.
We could go other places still.
And it's just so tempting.
I am uncomfortable helping them with this particular.
With this one, which is just robbery.
Yeah.
Just outright
Yeah.
robbery. Also, why are the... Yeah, I think maybe they tried to get the salt and they said something wrong or pissed these people off, because who's just going to be like, no, this is our salt. We need it
Yeah.
here in the desert.
I guess
Forget moisture.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I say salt, though. I'm
You
gonna
say go
salt.
for the salt. You say don't go for the salt. Amanda, your thoughts?
I feel like if we say no, the story ends. I don't particularly want to help the aliens, but I do want to keep the story going.
There's more stories. We have
I know.
other
That's
true.
choices.
I also feel like let's get this one over with first and then go back to the nice ones.
Let's go.
Wait, back to the nice stories.
I feel like this might be problematic. But I also say salt.
That's true. All right, we're going on a salt assault.
We're gonna go see
Sorry,
what
Harry.
happens when we go on a salt assault.
Yeah.
Assault on Salt Canyon.
Next week, Turn the Page Fun!
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhangers. Thank you for listening this week. Turn the Page Fun. Thank you to Mr. Brian Bear. Brian, what's going on? It is March.
It is March.
Or coming up on March.
Well, I'll let one of you talk about that band thing.
Okay.
I would say, let's see. If you go to ampersandtheater.com, there's a bunch of shows coming up. I'm not sure what's in March yet, but there will be shows, and I will be in some of them, but not all of them. You should see as many as you want. It's a long-form improv company. We do a lot of great, funny shows. So, yeah, I'll say check that out.
And they have a brand new space to be in.
Yes, they do.
on Wisconsin Avenue and 10th Street in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. All right. Harry, what's going on with you?
I think in March, I should have an animated project out.
Nice.
You two gentlemen are actually part of that. Most Foul should be online somewhere.
Very cool.
You'll be able to find that really easily, probably on my website, harrylb.com. Yeah, that'll be something in March, probably.
It's a very fun project.
It is very fun.
All right. And Amanda, thank you for being on the show. What is going on with you in March?
March. Well, if I'm the one talking about the band thing, we
Yeah,
will
it's going to be
You are.
Yeah, it's me again. We are all in Uncle Fergus Magic Whiskey Band, and if it's March, then we will be doing many shows around St. Patrick's Day because we are an Irish band, and we play pop songs as God intended, as reels, jigs, and any other Irish form of music. So we're a lot of fun. These guys speak in Irish accents. I cannot. And I play the fiddle and we have a great time. So if you go to Uncle Fergus Magic Whiskey Band on Facebook and check it out, we'll be posting any of the shows that we have coming up.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, be sure to look out for those. Check those out, like the Facebook page. Thank you so much to Sexy Hackers Studio for providing us this space. They also make fantastic T-shirts that are very, very, very comfortable. Oh, so comfortable and efficacious. If you go to sexyhackers.com and you want to buy a T-shirt, you can go ahead and do that with promo code FUN, and you get 20% off. Also, go ahead and follow us at sexyhackers.com and to watch all of your Sexy Hackers content, that being our show, Turn to Page Fun, and the other one.
Who let me read this?
Who let me read this?
You must mean who let me read this?
I do. Who let me read Enjoy This, which is a awesome podcast about the books that we were allowed to read as youths that we should not have. And finally, All Arcadians drops every other Friday as well. So go ahead and go to sexyhackers.tv.com to check all those out. Big thanks to Jason for being our engineer, making us sound great. And most importantly, thank you for being you, listening to us read to you. And with that, I'll see you next week through your ears.
SexyHackers.com! Stream Team!